West Philadelphia. Ben Simmons was born and raised in a playground where he was spending most of his days.
Wait. He was born in Australia, man.
Okay, well.
Don't get it twisted. He's reunited with Patty Mills, bro.
He was chilling out, maxing around. I don't know. How does the song even go?
I don't know. I
I have no idea what you're talking about.
already lost it at
Fresh
Ben Simmons,
Prince?
dude.
Y'all never watched
Oh,
Fresh
man, we
Prince?
watched Fresh Prince, but when we're talking
I
about Ben
can't stand
Simmons,
Will
like,
Smith.
really?
That's a different topic.
That
for
is a
another day.
different topic.
Oh my goodness! I want to go off on that, but no.
All right, we gotta focus.
But anyways, yeah, and he was up to no good in the neighborhood when two guys, Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid, started making trouble
in the neighborhood, he got in
And-
one little fight.
and his agent got scared, and he said, "We're moving you to Brooklyn Nets with KD and Kyrie."
It's not bad. How long did that take you to get?
I don't
to
know.
make up?
I thought of that right like a few minutes beforehand. but
Ah,
I didn't
okay.
know the full song, so I was like, I didn't have enough time to do the research and
That's
whatnot.
pretty. It's pretty clever.
It's
That's
not
pretty
bad.
clever.
I would have made it a little better next time, but yeah, man. What's going on, people? It's the Swish and Flow podcast. It's your boy P Plus. We got Lee.
What's going on, y'all?
We got Jay,
Hey, what to do, guys?
and man, we got a lot of trade talk. Oh yeah, sorry. BY. Oh shoot, I put on my hat.
Oh damn! You can't forget the hat.
Goodness. People gonna
Play
know
it back.
what my hair
You
looks
want to play
like.
it back?
Nah, that's all good.
Damn. But yeah.
But
shout out to BY.
shout out to BY.
He's just still doing his thing.
On Matt Leaf. So let's get to some trade talk, boys, because there was a lot of big things that happened.
You know what? No big things happened. The Lakers and the Knicks.
No big things because our Raptors didn't make any moves.
Yeah, we did.
Big moves?
Yeah, we did.
Not
we did
big
a big
moves,
move.
but
We made a big move.
We got rid of Goran because
My big move was that, remember, what was it? There was a rumor. There was a rumor that Raptors were going to get...
Porzingis.
no, something young.
We have Thad Young.
Yeah, we got Thaddeus Young.
This guy's
Oh,
thinking
we
of-
got him.
This
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
thinking
No,
of
no,
Trey
not-
Young.
Not him. No. It was someone
talking
else.
about?
All right.
Anyways, you guys go on for a second. I gotta
Oh
do
my,
my
this guy has to do his research. So basically, the Knicks and Lakers were the only teams that didn't do it. Like, not only teams, but one of the teams
Yeah,
that
well,
were expected to do something, and then they
oh
didn't
yeah,
do
yeah,
anything.
That's right. Yeah. There was there was only a few teams that didn't really do much. Actually, no, there's more than half the teams in the league didn't do anything.
Well, it's the top teams that didn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Yeah, that's
so-
true. That is very true. Yeah.
So there's no point.
But there was
Miles Turner. There was rumors about Raptors getting Miles Turner.
Yeah, I mean, they could-
from
Yeah.
Indy.
Yeah, they couldn't do it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they wanted players like OG, Siakam, and we weren't giving those up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, do we really want Miles Turner?
I think Miles Turner is a great shot blocker, a great player. But the thing is, for him,
all-round player.
he's already mentioned. Yes, I agree. But he's already mentioned that he wants a perennial role. So now that
perfect.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah.
It could be Scotty Barnes.
He was frustrated with his
about it.
role on the team. Now that Sabonis is gone,
Yeah.
he can be the
The main guy.
But he's injured right now,
Ah.
so we'll see how it goes.
Okay. That's
Wow,
interesting.
man.
He would get a perennial role with the Raptors. Scotty
Because-
Barnes and him.
Who? Miles Turner?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, he won't be a perennial role with us because
I don't think he's
it's
a
going to be
perennial
around.
player either.
It's going to be around Scotty, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, we already have too many players that are like him. They're
and
very
Sia-
similar.
And Siakam's coming to his own back into his own now. He's been player of the week last week, and then just last night,
Siakam?
just last night he almost beat the Nuggets, right?
Yeah,
Single-handedly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's we'll talk about the Raptors later, but the one thing that I want to talk about is the two teams is the Blazers
Okay.
and the Sacramento Kings.
That's just, okay. Oh, come
Those
on.
two teams.
How do you not want to talk about the big one?
No, forget about that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
That's
we'll,
simple.
we'll talk about it. Okay,
But
okay,
those two
what's up
teams
with
are the worst. They have the worst front office. They have the worst front office. They got rid of Sacramento. Got rid of Halliburton. Halliburton is easily has the most potential in almost all the NBA,
Yeah.
and they got rid of him, so they can get Domantas Sabonis, he's kind of not even getting older. He's in his prime, but
Good.
but Sacramento's not even in a position to win.
You're talking bootleg players and teams right now. Like no significant. I think what we really should be looking at is who won between those two trades, the big trades, the Sixers or the Nets.
Oh my god, you because you want to talk about that now? Okay.
Oh, okay, we'll get to it in a
Sorry,
I
no,
was
so
about to
I
go
don't
on.
know these. I don't know these players that you were mentioning.
Okay,
about
okay.
Sacramento.
We'll get
So
to it in a
so this
minute.
is just like minor stuff first, and then we'll get to the actual
We'll get to
big.
the big
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
But
yeah,
this
My mistake.
just a note that the Blazers got rid of Gary Trent to us.
Yeah.
And look at Gary Trent. Gary Trent's averaging like 28 points a game in the last 10 games?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's on fire.
Right?
Yeah.
So and then they traded Norman Powell, who we traded him for, and they got back who? Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe,
He's still in the NBA, Eric.
I guess so.
Justice
Wow, I didn't even
Winslow, and Keon Johnson. I don't know who
Yes,
Keon
yes.
Johnson is.
Wow.
So I think they're relying on
I don't know
Anthony Simons developing.
Yeah,
Nurkic is still there. So in hindsight, it still looks
it's
not
okay.
bad, but it's still they got rid of like they didn't make good decisions. Basically, they're just basically fire sailing, and they want to get rid of all their players. Same thing with
Well,
Sacramento.
they are rebuilding, so I don't blame them for how they did it, but it's not bad.
I think those were the two losers of the trade deadline.
I
don't
mean,
know, I don't
no. You know what? I actually, I'll go neutral. I don't think anybody really won because they're getting rid of contracts too, right? So that's kind of a key thing. They're not. They in return they got guys. Well, I mean, Bledsoe, I think he's on his final year, maybe.
Well, if you see it on a bigger scale, Halliburton, just getting rid of him, or like, why?
Yeah. Well, maybe the asking price was,
Yeah,
they had no choice.
It wasn't worth it. In my opinion, it's not worth it to.
Well, okay. Would you keep Simons or Halliburton?
Would I keep?
Which one would you keep?
I'll keep Halliburton.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
think you don't? Well, okay. Interesting.
Halliburton's percentages, his he can pass, he has good IQ. Anthony Simons is just a really good scorer. I mean that's basically because he's been playing with CJ and Dame.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm gonna just say that they probably saw more potential in Simons.
No, for sure, and that's why they got rid of CJ
Yeah.
because they can count on him. And
CJ
then-
who McCollum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Finally,
He's gone.
because Portland, those two, plague.
What?
No,
Those two
Dame.
players.
two. No, not players. Two plaque on the team. They're like two pieces of plaque on the team, meaning like
They're decaying your teeth.
yeah, they're like decaying the team because
This is great. This is
CJ and
This is
what's the
great.
other guy's name?
Dame.
Dame
Damian
Dollar.
Lillard.
Say it right, Dame Dollar.
I ain't
yo.
saying nothing. Okay, you guys already know how I feel about that guy. But those two players have been plaguing the
Yeah,
team.
you can say plaguing. Yeah.
Yeah, plaguing the team for the past who knows how long. Every time I think about the Blazers, I think about Greg Oden, I think about Brandon Roy, right? And I think about these two other players, CJ and like what have they been? They're just like the Raptors
They made,
of
they
the
made
West.
the conference finals.
Yeah.
and Dame hit like
Conference
some.
finals when?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Recently?
The year the Raptors won.
Yeah,
Oh really?
yeah. Then they lost to. They got swept.
They got swept by
the
Golden
Golden
Oh
State,
wait,
yeah.
what is that? When the Dame Dollar came, or was that last year?
No, it's when Dame hit the game winner on the Clippers.
Oh, okay.
I remember PG was like, that was a bad shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think if I'm a Blazers fan, which I'm not, but if I was, then I feel like those two players should be gone from the team. So I'm happy for the Blazers that they got rid of CJ.
Well,
Not really watching them, but just hearing it from just knowing a little bit about the Blazers. Yeah, they've been just stagnating for the past who knows how long, more than 5 years at least. These two players playing together.
Yeah, which is
I
why.
think if the project doesn't, if the players and the core of players doesn't work for like at least 3 to 5 years, if there's no actual growth, then just get rid of it. Don't be hanging around with these guys.
Well, Dame also said he was unhappy with the organization, right? So he didn't say
Who,
out,
Dame?
out in public. Yeah, he didn't say
Yeah.
out in public that he wanted to trade. But I'm thinking internally they were like, he was
But
like,
money
yeah.
talks, though. I think for him though, right? He wanted at that time when he got that contract, he really wanted that big contract. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be here for a very long time. But obviously now that he's got this contract secured, right? He's got his 9 figures. Then he's gonna like, okay, now he's gonna try to maneuver his way out. I think that's what's happening.
No. Well,
No,
he's
he's
playing
loyal.
it smart. He is playing it smart because he said, "I want to be
Yeah,
a Blazer."
but he said he's been loyal. He wants to win in Portland and shit. So it's like, but on the flip side, we could talk about James Harden now because James Harden did that. James Harden was like, "Oh man, I love it
wanna
here
be
in the
in
Nets," but on
Houston.
the outside, he was like, "Yo, get me the fuck out of here."
Even on the inside.
No, on
Inside.
the inside, internally with the team and organization, he was like, "I want to stay here. I want to make things sort. I want to win a championship." On the outside, with other agents and everything, I wanna
Oh, right,
I wanna leave.
right.
Well,
But kudos to Daryl Morey, to get this guy back.
That's his boy, man.
Yeah, since the Houston days.
okay. Well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But okay, what about Sacramento?
Sacramento, it's primarily the Halliburton trade, right?
I don't. I kind of like what they got, like not the overall because they also got DiVincenzo, I believe. Lamb, no, not, they got Lamb, whatever his name is. Lamb.
Lambert,
No,
Jeremy Lamb,
Jeremy Lamb, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Jeremy Lamb.
Did they get Holiday?
irrelevant. Jeremy Lamb, is irrelevant.
Settle down, Jay.
Did they get Holiday? I think they got Holiday, right?
Yeah, Aaron Holiday, right?
Yeah, one of the
Drew
Holidays. No,
Irrelevant.
But I think he's either Aaron or Justin is unvaccinated, so he can't even play.
You're legit, man. You guys are naming players that are like bootleg. I have not heard any of these guys.
No, we're just more fans of the NBA. You're fans of. You're
I was
fans of-
very-
I only know about the Raptors. Okay?
You don't
I
even
was-
know anything about the Raptors. But, okay, so regardless,
But I
Sacramento.
was very surprised that they got DiVincenzo. I was very surprised Milwaukee got.
Oh,
rid
well,
of him.
defense was just coming off an injury, right?
Yeah,
so,
but
and
he's-
it was pretty bad. I forget what the injury was, but he wasn't the same. And then
It
the
was a
Bucks
leg.
have
I think it was a leg injury.
and the Bucks have Grayson Allen, so he's kind of the similar player.
yeah, there was a definitely. I kind of
Wait, and then Bucks get Ibaka.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Bucks getting Ibaka is an interesting.
Giannis
move.
is trying to do-
Twin Tower, African Twin Towers.
Giannis is trying to do Africa in Milwaukee, man.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Soon enough, Masai is gonna go there for the GM position.
Oh,
You
there's
heard
no
it here
way.
first.
There's no
No,
way.
no.
He's already locked in a contract
yeah,
with
he's
us.
not, there's no
so
way.
I'm
he's
just
gonna-
saying. I'm just
Maybe
saying.
after the contract we'll see and see how it goes. But we already have his
He'll just
his
drop
brother.
another F bomb and then he'll get fired and then he'll go to the
He already has Alex in our farm system, right? So he's in
Alex.
Antetokounmpo. His brother, the
Oh,
little
yeah,
brother,
yeah,
he plays
yeah,
for the 9 to 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yo, sorry, just a quick tangent. I don't want to forget this thought. You know what? You guys heard it here first. I think KD is gonna come to the Raptors.
I've been wanting that.
I think at the end of this season, when I think the Golden State will either win or the Lakers will win.
The Lakers are not winning. What are you talking
Settle
about?
down, settle down. We're still
if
not
you're-
even
if you're
post. We're not
watching us-
post All-Star
Okay,
yet.
sorry,
But I
yeah.
believe when the whole when all these trades were happening, and especially when I saw Harden, can we just get to the Harden trade? You're keeping our listeners on a cliffhanger. We're talking about
And well,
maybe,
that's the whole point. They want to, you want
we
to.
want to
build
get
it.
to the
We build
juicy
it.
part,
We
man.
build
Let's
it.
just talk about
We're
that,
building
man.
it. We're building it.
Holy, I'm like 3 times I've been like trying to talk about
if
it.
you're watching us on YouTube, man, you can just see how
Just if you want.
I'm face palming half the time because what
So
is this guy
right,
saying?
so
anyways, yeah.
when the trade happened, I was like, oh, wow, Harden's going now, and this is like the last hurrah for the Nets. If they don't actually make the finals or even win it all, I think it's done for KD. I think this is his contract year where
No, he's-
player's option. I think
He's staying in New York.
No,
man.
he's got
I think there's one
He's
more
not
year.
coming to Canada.
It- I
I hope. Look, trust
listen,
me, man. I would
Drake-
want KD in a freaking.
Drake and I, we were talking last night. We were like, we're gonna, OVO something, and try to get him to come to Toronto.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think you guys heard it here first that KD's coming to Toronto.
I think maybe a few years ago, like during like the time where
But
he was thinking.
that's when you start farming, right? So it takes time for the crops to grow.
I guess so. But
Yeah.
like you, I really hope that happens. I think he has too many investments, businesses in New York
Okay.
for him to leave.
Right.
So if he comes to Toronto, it's like
yeah, you're right. He is on his contract here, so he's but
I
I
hate it when I'm right, man. I hate it when I'm right.
right.
you
I don't
should
think
you should just gassing him up. Why would you say yeah, you're right? Now he thinks he's like the
We always gotta play back to this
good.
day.
now he thinks he's the NBA encyclopedia.
February 13th,
but
2022. Heard it here
he-
first.
I mean, it's crazy that he's gonna be a free agent. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I look at everything from that perspective, I think it's from a macro
but
perspective. I
keep
think
in
it's
mind
gonna happen.
he's gonna be 34. Like,
Yeah,
next
that's what I'm
year.
saying. Like if you
So-
can't beat them, join them, right? So KD couldn't beat the Raptors back in 2019, and so he's gonna now join them.
I hope so, man. That's
Yeah.
I mean, don't get
that's
me
a good
wrong.
take.
Everybody would love to see that. So, at
Not
least
everybody, the
in
Raptors
Canada, in
fans,
Canada,
the true Raptors fan,
in Canada.
like myself, fans since
So-
'95.
I don't think any Raptors fan out there doesn't want KD here.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, yeah, who would turn down KD?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
tangent. Go back to what we were
anyways,
talking about. Sorry.
I forgot
Ibaka
what-
at the Bucks.
Yeah, so Ibaka
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Bucks. Well, yeah, I like this.
Yeah, African
I
Twin
really
Towers.
like this because this is I had Bucks winning it this year. Now I'm feeling a little
Now,
more
what about your
confident.
Sixers? I'm
No.
actually feeling high on Sixers, man.
We'll
I
get
really
there. We'll
believe
get there. I
Daryl-
know this guy's jumping the gun all the time.
Holy, okay, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna drink some water, and then you let me know when you're ready.
Okay, so no, the Bucks. The Bucks. I think it
What
was
do
a good
you think?
trade, but it
Yeah.
really depends on how healthy Ibaka is. So.
But he came back from an injury. He's been playing for the
Yeah, he
past
was like almost
few
gone the
weeks or
whole year
something.
last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, Ibaka is a great team player. He's really good defensively. He's ex defensive player of the year, right? So
yeah.
he knows and he knows how to play on a team.
Let's
that's,
get it straight. Let's get it straight, Jay. He's also a champion.
Yeah, and he's also a champion, correct? But also Giannis, and they also know how to win, right? But with Brook Lopez out for indefinite time,
Yeah.
they need someone like that. They try to do it with Boogie, but Boogie's not a good defender or high IQ.
Oh yeah, Boogie's there too, eh?
Yeah. So, well, what do you think about? We're gonna get there. Well, what do you think about what do you think about Dallas and their
Oh,
trades?
Dallas Porzingis getting going to Washington.
That's a big one.
That's a
so
good one.
so basically for that we were about to get to Porzingis,
No.
but Masai decided that it wasn't worth it
He's
to
washed, man.
to get someone that because it was going to be a straight up to like Goran Dragic plus like bench players and stuff.
Yeah.
But then we cut it because they didn't want to invest in a player that
Injury prone.
yeah exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
actually happy. Just a side note for what's his name?
Luka?
BY's Luca.
Oh,
It looks like Luca actually lost a bit of weight, but I think it's really good for Luca and the Dallas Mavericks that the fact that Porzingis is gone, because I think he was a little bit plaguing the team about playing time and stardom and everything, all that kind of stuff. Him being the unicorn, him coming from New York, right? I think it really kind of
No, he was just-
dampened Luca's play.
He-
last year.
yeah, it's like he wanted to be a star, right? And
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
now he can be kind of the other.
he could be the star. He could be.
He could be this. Well, it depends on Bradley Beal if he moves. So
Bradley Beal's with us.
the Wizards.
No, he's with the Wizards. So,
Porzingis
Dallas
too.
goes to the yeah.
Oh yeah.
it was the Dallas Mavericks and Washington
Yeah.
Wizards that made the trade.
Yeah.
So Dallas got Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm saying his name.
Bertans and
Bertans and some other no-name player that I don't remember.
yeah, I don't know the exact trades, but I just know that Porzingis goes to the Wizards and Dinwiddie and them
Yeah.
go there.
So, but-
Dinwiddie's the bigger name, so
So I mean, like with Porzingis going, like I don't know, I can't for some reason I can't see Porzingis and Bradley Beal playing
who knows, man? We'll see.
well
I mean,
together.
There's probably a bigger plan out there. I don't
we'll
think
see. Well,
these-
the Wizards,
yeah.
if they didn't get injured, shout out to BY. He mentioned this that Beal was supposed to be traded, so
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He,
so he could be traded in the offseason, and then this will be Porzingis' team.
but I gotta hate on BY a little bit. He said he felt sorry for what is it, Bradley? Was it Bradley Beal?
Yeah, Bradley Beal.
Yeah, and
About?
how he didn't get traded and he's just stuck in no man's land. And I was basically telling him that LeBron is basically the same as Bradley Beal.
He's gone. Bradley Beal's prime is gone, man. Like he had 2 good years.
Oh
Where
right, because he sorry, BY was saying how
He's
Bradley
still a
Beal's
perennial
put it
scorer.
up, put it up points and
Yeah.
whatnot, and he's on a bad team. Of course, he's gonna put up points.
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, it's
Especially when you get all the touches, man.
it's the same thing with LeBron. You're on a bad team, you're gonna put up a lot of points. This is exactly the same thing. Lee shaking.
And,
his
mind
head.
you, this he's talking about when LeBron was on Cleveland.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, that too. Even on the Lakers, he's on a
I
bad
can
team.
care
So
less
of course
about
he put
Bradley Beal,
on.
man. I can care less about him. I can care less about John Wall. Is John Wall still with the Wizards?
No, he's no man's land as well. He's
Yeah.
he can't get a team.
Oh.
Well, he's been injured.
Oh wait.
Oh no,
so
is he still
in
injured?
The NBA?
He is, but the
With who?
Rockets don't want to play him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
thinking
the
he's
Rockets.
like not injured, but he's just not playing.
The Rockets don't want to play him because
Yeah.
he plays the position of their rookies.
Yeah, they're trying to develop.
So Kevin
their
Porter,
players, yeah.
Jalen Green,
Okay, so then I think Bradley
Kenyon
Beal's
Martin
gone.
Jr.
But so okay. Well, before we got one more thing to talk about before we get to the big one. But I'm surprised that Westbrook did not get traded.
Yeah, so they I don't know. I'm seeing like back and forth that LeBron and Anthony Davis were talking to Rob and they were saying, "Oh, we want to stand pat with the roster." But then I also see people saying that LeBron and AD were saying that they needed to make a trade. So I don't know what's going on there. Obviously, there's a lot of turmoil internally. So, but the thing is, Westbrook, he's a good player. I mean, he averaged a triple double in 2 seasons. It's hard to do, right? So kudos to that dude. But he doesn't know how to play with LeBron and AD. Unfortunately,
Well, the crazy thing was just recently the Lakers had a back-to-back. They were playing the Portland Trailblazers, who had they didn't have their
G League team. They had a G League team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically they. This is after the trade happened, but they didn't have all their new players there, and they lost. Unbelievable. I watched that game and I was like,
I think I linked it to you guys. I think
ridiculous.
Oh, no, when the Lakers beat the Lakers lost to the Bucks, LeBron was just like,
Yeah,
They asked him.
he admitted.
He asked him if he was if he was gonna be on the level of the Bucks at any point this year. And he's like, no.
Yeah, so that's telling, man.
It is telling because I think the support cast isn't there for LeBron, right? AD just come back from injury, right? He's still trying to figure it out. And
I mean, I blame LeBron. He's the one. He's always pitching old players, like veterans. Like
I told you guys, as soon as you sign Melo, it's a curse, man. It's a curse. Unfortunately, I hope he has he has a good career. He's known as a perennial scorer. He's known as Melo, right? The guy that does this,
Yeah.
right? So it's like
shooting himself in the head. I don't get it.
So hopefully Lakers turn around. Like I'm rooting for that Laker franchise to go back to the bubble, right? Because but then they got rid of like Rondo and key role players and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
no.
so I just think that no one on that team is on the same page. The only person on the page is LeBron.
That's very true.
Are you guys finished?
Any thoughts?
Are you guys
before-
finished? I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
I didn't want to
Oh,
interrupt.
the
Are you guys
LeBron
finished?
fan
Yeah,
here
we're
is
finished,
gonna
we're
go
finished.
off.
Let me know
Let's
when
hear
you're
it.
finished.
We're
Go
finished.
on,
We're finished.
go
Go
on.
ahead.
Finished? Okay, so
Yeah.
last time I checked, today's February 13th, right?
Yeah.
We are still pre All Star.
Yeah.
We're not even post All Star yet. Like I always say, we're not into May. We're not into April, May, and June yet.
Yeah.
So LeBron and the Lakers, they only really play for June. So when we get to even April, then that's when we can start talking. So,
So,
we're still very, very early.
What place are they?
All these are speculation. All these are, entertainment. You guys are just creating entertainment, something to talk about. That's fine. I didn't want to interrupt. So,
What place?
What place are they? What place are they though?
Do you know?
They're your Lakers,
that's
right?
irrelevant.
Should I tell
because-
you?
That's irrelevant because any team can go on a 10-game winning streak, can go on a 7-game winning streak like the
So you're
Raptors,
saying any
right?
team, any team can go on a 10-game
Any
winning
team,
streak?
any
Just
team.
like the
Just like
the-
our Raptors went on a 7-game winning streak, right?
8-game.
8 games. See, if you didn't know, now you know. You heard it from Jay first. Yeah,
Oh
so I
my
mean, any
goodness.
team can go on, can string together some wins, right?
Even the Houston Rockets.
Irrelevant.
I
Not
mean,
any team could go on a streak.
well, okay. As of today, they're ninth. Just
Right.
so you know.
Okay, that's fine. So I mean, that's still something that you can still go through to play in, or you can make it to play. It's really still very early. There's a lot of distractions. These are players that just got integrated right this year. It takes some time for chemistry to be built, regardless of them being veterans, right? So
Well, that's the point, right? They're veterans. They're supposed to know their roles. They've been in the league for this long. They should know what to do to win.
yeah,
They all have won. All of them have been on winning teams.
Yeah.
All those players have been on winning teams. They should know how to win, except they can't.
that's fine. That's fine. You can continue your spiel about the Lakers, but like I said, I'm still very, very optimistic that I'm going to be seeing them in June in the playoffs.
All right, sounds good, man.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. All
And
right.
now we gotta get to it.
Now we'll get to it. We've waited long enough. But we talked about all the trash stuff now long enough. So, all right, Jay, you want to tell us what happened?
What do you mean, man? There's no need. There's no need. Everyone in the world knows about this trade. Everyone in the world, even people that don't even know basketball, they know the name. They know the name James Harden and Ben Simmons.
All right. Well, just to summarize, obviously, the Nets gave up James Harden and I don't know who else, but basically got back Ben Simmons.
I think Paul Millsap.
Oh,
So-
and Seth Curry.
So
yeah, sorry,
So
yeah.
it's Paul
Paul
Millsap
Millsap
and James Harden.
James Harden, yeah.
For Drummond, Seth Curry, and
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
That's right. So what do you think? All right, Leo, you
I'll
start
let you
off, 'cause
unload.
You've been
You guys
like
put-
you've
you guys
been
put me to
waiting.
sleep in
yo.
the first 15 minutes. I gotta wake myself up. But no, I think both teams really kind of won. But if I had to really just pick one
man.
team between the Sixers
Sorry
and
to
the
cut you
Nets,
off. I agree. This is the first time I might actually agree with this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
But go on.
Yeah,
Because you said both teams won. But
yeah,
anyways,
both
go on.
teams won for,
Yeah.
for what it's worth, right? From a macro viewpoint. But I think
Bro, I was serious. And then you started laughing.
Dude, man, you
almost,
looked down. You were looking at me.
because I was trying not to
And then
laugh.
when I said view,
I was trying not to laugh, but then you
you
started
turned
laughing.
away. You turned away, so
I
I had to laugh. Anyways, from a macro viewpoint, I think if I had to choose one team that will actually benefit and or even move them to the next level, or if they're gonna win the championship, because obviously both teams are trying to make it to the finals at least, because they are both in the East. I think the Sixers came out on top.
Agreed.
I think that because Ben Simmons obviously has not played for so long, there's a lot of negative attention around him. On top of that, you have Kyrie with a lot of negative attention, and then KD just being KD, and yeah, he can just turn on the switch anytime he wants. But I think at the end of the day, he's also very soft mentally. So I think with Harden and the connection between Harden and Morey, what's his first name again? Daryl Morey. I think it will actually spark a fire under Harden. And then Embiid, right? Embiid needed someone to take over some games when Ben Simmons couldn't, right? So I think overall, Sixers got the better of the deal. Or if they both equally won the trade, the one that actually will make a difference are the Sixers.
Agreed. I think Sixers won this. The Nets are in also turmoil. I mean, they don't know what to do with Kyrie. Kyrie's playing 3 games a month, right? Yeah. And all respect to him. He chooses what he wants to do. Get unvaccinated, vaccinated, whatever it is, right? So it's his choice. So he lives with the repercussions. Obviously, he's not being able to play, not being paid for those games, et cetera, et cetera. But not having Kyrie is not helping them win games, right?
Exactly.
So hopefully Ben Simmons turn around. Ben Simmons is a very playmaking type of point guard, right? And hopefully, and you know what? They're also missing Joe Harris and stuff. So it's like that team is they're not making a move any waves this year. Unfortunately, at the start of the year we were like, you know what? Maybe, right? Because on paper they still look good. But then obviously injuries happen. This whole vaccination thing. So and then KD getting injured again. So it's tough for Brooklyn. So I don't think they're a contender this year, right? But the clear winner is the Sixers, because James Harden did not want to be in the Nets, as has been revealed, right? And I think James Harden, depending on how their egos are and how because both of them have one of the 2 biggest egos in the NBA, Joel Embiid and James Harden. Right.
The one thing that I don't know about ego, but the one thing about James Harden, I feel like that the rebuttal, right? If I'm going to say the Sixers came out on top of this, and whatever, they can take it into the finals. The rebuttal to that is that, and I agree with it, is when James Harden was with the Houston Rockets, right? They couldn't. And they were playing against Golden State in the West Finals, and they couldn't get a basket in the last 8 minutes or something, or get a 3-pointer. They missed how many 3-pointers? 27 3-pointers or something in that game. Yeah, and Harden was part of that team.
Yes, exactly.
So from that perspective, I feel like man, I'm not too entirely confident about the Sixers with James Harden on it. But maybe it's a different environment. They're now in the East.
But like you said, that now that he has Embiid, and Embiid has shown that he can make big shots, right? So I think it's good. But like I said, they have 2 big egos. Joel Embiid has a very big personality. James Harden.
I don't think James Harden has. I don't think he has
a big ego. What do you mean? He just said that he requested a trade 2 years in a row from the Rockets, now from the Nets.
James Harden has an ego for sure. It's
huge.
Maybe not. It's not like out there, but he definitely has an ego.
Definitely,
for
but
sure.
Regardless, I think they're 2 great players. If they literally just talk to each other, talk about the game plan to win the championship, and they know their roles. They know their roles. They will win.
Well, let's not forget, right? Let's not forget we have Doc Rivers that can handle these big personalities, right? With P's Celtics that 1 year in 2008. So I think Doc Rivers will put these 2 players on an even keel, and they'll be able to work together. Yeah, I think it was Doc Rivers couldn't handle Ben Simmons because it was a Ben Simmons thing where he had his own. What was it really about? Actually, I don't even know why Ben Simmons was crying like a baby. Is it because of Embiid?
That's water under the bridge, man. It's over. Ben Simmons and
yeah, but what I'm saying is Doc Rivers.
They threw him under the bus.
Through who?
Ben Simmons.
No, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons threw them. Ben Simmons threw his teammates under the bus first.
For what?
What? What are you talking about?
because they
did the playoffs after they lost. What? And then they went to.
they didn't say that he couldn't shoot.
No.
Ben Simmons just assumed that they were blaming him for the
Well, they clearly were.
well.
I mean, yeah, but they threw. But you don't do
But
that
you have
in
to
the media.
understand.
But you don't do that.
You
in
have
the
to
media.
understand that it is the media, and then
Yeah,
what
but
happened was
these-
miscommunication. Miscommunication, basically saying that Ben Simmons doesn't nobody wanted to talk to him on the team, stuff like that, and then. Ben Simmons. That's what he said. Ben Simmons said nobody wanted to talk to me on the team. Wasn't able to, and then he requested a trade. And then they tried to work it out, and then Doc Rivers said, "Oh, I tried to call you," all that stuff. So it was just.
Yeah,
I'm
but
surprised.
no.
I'm surprised. I don't know the
There's no-
details
there's
to
no
that,
going
but I'm
back.
surprised. I'm surprised that Doc Rivers wasn't able to handle it internally and.
Well, because Ben Simmons wouldn't answer him.
Yeah, so then it might be a
No,
Ben
no,
Simmons
no,
thing.
I
But
don't-
now
I don't.
that I trust Harden more so than Ben Simmons, because Jared Morey's there. So I think everything will be. I think at the end of it all, I think it's gonna be okay. I see not the Bucks, not Peace Bucks, not the Nets, because KD's coming to the Raptors. I see the Sixers and the Lakers in the finals.
Sixers and Lakers to finals.
You heard it here first. Finally, we'll get that.
all right.
Yeah, no, I will say both teams won. I don't know if I've been mulling over this, and I actually think it's tricky because KD's on his final year.
Yep.
But if KD does stay, I actually think the Nets win. Because I actually
So who do you
for
think
some
wins?
reason I don't know what it is. But
I don't care about if KD. I'm talking about this season. So.
Oh,
who
right
won
now?
it Right now, yeah. For this season.
If KD comes, well, he's gonna come back from injury, right? So, I don't know if
For the
actually,
playoffs.
Philly is in a way better position.
Yes, correct. I would agree with that.
So you picked the Sixers won the trade.
but very very slightly.
What?
Very
I think a
slightly.
lot because Ben Simmons, like Lee said, no playing time for the last year and a half.
Yeah,
Whatever.
he
Negative
could have been in the
attention,
gym
Kyrie-
though. He
It
could have
doesn't
been
matter.
in the gym.
It's
Now
when
you
you're
got to
on-
deal. Not only do you have to deal with one egotistical guy, but now you have Kyrie being one, and then KD.
It doesn't
being
matter about
one.
that. It's game
And
speed.
then now you're playing in New York, right?
It's
So-
game speed, man. Game speed.
Ben Simmons is not really that. I don't think he's got that big of an ego.
all players.
Yeah, they
No,
all have
you're
egos, but I
you're
don't think
intimidated.
he's.
I'm saying you're
that
gonna
big.
feel intimidated by that, right? I think Ben Simmons is a soft dude, anyways, from just to begin with.
Okay, so basically, it's still game speed, right? You still have to get into the game, and all
Look at
NBA
Kyrie.
players know that.
Kyrie wasn't playing for so long. When he came back, he looked perfectly fine.
Yeah, because
he
he
plays in
been
the
wor-
East.
it's true though. It's true, but
But I'm just saying, like, it could be the same situation where Benson he's just been playing and
But
he's
Kyrie's
been
a
working
champion.
out.
Ben Simmons is not.
very very true. I like that.
That has nothing to
really
do with
like
it.
that.
But anyways, but I'm just
He's
saying.
in big
No,
moments.
I still think Ben Simmons after that, he couldn't score and stuff. What's the difference when he gets on the court and then he has to face actual NBA teams that
Yeah.
he has to score on?
Exactly.
You guys make it seem like he can't score.
I think it's if
Because he-
anything,
because
only-
he's
averaging-
reason
he was
why- the only
averaging
reason
almost
why New
20 plus
Jersey won-
points.
The only reason why New Jersey won, I know I'm saying New Jersey, is because
Brooklyn.
is the fact that Harden left, not so much Ben Simmons arriving. Right, that's the only reason why they actually won the it appears that they won the
Yeah.
trade. It's Harden leaving more so than Ben Simmons arriving.
Yeah.
So I think between the two players, those were the original guys, right? Kyrie and KD. They were the original ones that they say. Oh, we're
They
gonna
wanted to
meet.
play together. Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
Harden coming was just like it just. I guess from that moment in time, he was in the right place at the right time. Nets were in the right place at the right time to pick him up and say, hey, let's see if this will work.
No, they got Harden because I think Kyrie was.
It was available. They took
No,
the
he-
opportunity and took the chance.
Well, he was injured too. Someone was injured last year,
yeah,
and they needed another star.
yeah.
But
So
anyways,
that's what I'm saying. They see the opportunity to give themselves a chance.
I think Harden. Here's the thing: Harden is always injured too. He's injury prone at this point. So this is why I'm very hesitant to say that they won because
Availability is the
have you guys ever pulled a hamstring?
no.
No. You guys never pull? Have you pulled a hamstring? Before?
I've had like sprained ankles and like.
yeah.
Dude, when you pull a hamstring, you're. It takes a while to heal. I'm not even an athlete.
Look, I understand
either,
that, but these guys are
Have you?
athletes. They have the professional care that they can.
Yeah, but they still take a long time to recover. And once you I'm not a doctor, but like once you pull a hamstring, it gets very easy to pull it again.
yes, that's
Any
true.
injury.
Right, so, but
back is the worst.
Yeah, back to right, but
Yeah.
James Harden has pulled a hamstring not once, but twice, maybe 3 times now. So it's not good. And like if you listen to a lot of commentaries and whatnot, even like on TNT or ESPN, he's not even in game shape. Like he's trying to play into shape, and he's old now. Like he's getting, or I wouldn't say he's old, but he's getting.
Availability is the best ability, right? I mean, if you're
Look what happened last year when he was available. He couldn't even drive to the
was
basket.
Ben Simmons available? It's better than Ben Simmons, so it's still a win, right? Availability is still the
No,
Yeah, I still
it's a
think-
liability.
I still
It's the
think
best ability.
Sometimes
Are you
availability
trying to be
is better
a
than
rapper now? Trying to rhyme
sometimes
with me?
availability.
It's the best ability. It's the
No,
best ability.
sometimes availability is
It's
a
the
liability.
It's the best ability.
Uh,
Most times,
no, it's not.
oftentimes, availability is the best ability.
we'll see. Okay, we will see how it goes in the next half
all
of
right,
the
you
season.
want to make a bet?
How much you want to
Wait,
lose?
who has the better record?
How
the
much you
Nets
wanna
or
lose?
the-
Not a better record. Who goes farther?
Who goes farther in the playoffs?
Yeah.
How much you want to lose?
We'll revisit that. We'll
Oh,
revisit
dodging.
What are we at? What are we at on the time frame?
it. Okay, we'll revisit it. I think we got plenty of time to get there, but okay. Any last thoughts on this on this trade?
No, it's Philly won.
Yeah.
Ben
Enough
Simmons.
said. Say less.
Philly won until I see Ben Simmons play.
I say both. Okay. Sure.
What do you guys think? Okay, let's just fill in for BY a little bit. What do you think BY would say?
He would say, "I'm very happy that Porzingis is gone." He doesn't even care about what's going on in New York and Philly and in the East Coast. You know, he's worried about.
Nah,
He's worried about Texas.
I think he would agree with me and say
I
that
think-
both teams won.
No, I think BY would say Nets won.
Yeah, or
I
maybe
Well, you
that
can't. Well,
too.
we can't really know. He's not here, so
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
So yeah, we shouldn't.
we're
But
gonna place
anyways.
bets on what BY thinks.
But anyways, all right, yeah, no. So I think that's all. A lot of trade talk, and now we get to see. Now that all the trades are done, we get to see what really is gonna happen this, towards the end of the season. And
And the best move is probably not making any moves at all, just like the Lakers. Enough said.
all right, well, that's that. You might be right there. Maybe we'll see.
Whoa,
We'll see.
whoa.
I see. Maybe I didn't say he is.
No, there's no way. There's no
But,
way Lakers are. They could make the playoffs. They're not. They're not a contender.
But
Unfortunately.
yeah. All right. Well, you want to close this off?
That's it, man. We appreciate the support. I hope you guys enjoyed our, banter. Where we're not pros here. We just like to.
We are
talk,
pros.
We
We
just
are
like
pros.
to talk that talk. Right, Lee?
Absolutely.
Macro perspective.
Macro viewpoints.
So we appreciate the support. Keep listening. Keep watching.
Yeah.
Always comment, subscribe, like.
Yeah.
Try to interact with us. If there's something that you don't like, let us know. If something you do like, do let us know. Other than that, hit us up at swishandflow@gmail.com or swishandflow on Twitter. And then YouTube comments, obviously. Other than that, we're out.
We'll see y'all next week.
Later.
Peace.